WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports.
Lightning's Locker Room, powered by Textbook Brokers, is the place to get your Blue Raider gear. See the selection online at mtsugear.com or at our Greenland Drive location. Lightning's Locker Room, the official game day provider, powered by Textbook Brokers. Been a lot of conversing going on during this media timeout. Officials spent a little time over at the MTSU bench. Then they spent quite a bit of time over with a Grand Canyon huddle. Then came back over again. I think the conversation's being had about the hand checking going on. I think that's part of it because Cooper got called for that a minute ago and she's talking with the official right now. I don't know.
I'm not sure. I feel confident it was initiated on our end, and I know that the Grand Canyon assistant was not pleased with what he heard, and then when the official went back to talk to Coach Hensel, he wasn't pleased with what he heard the second time. So,
well, it's still going on. Molly Miller, the head coach for Grand Canyon, is still in conversation. Now 2 thumbs up. They think they're on the same page, whatever page that is. So Middle Tennessee will inbound. Grand Canyon leading 34-31, 4:30 to go in the third quarter. Entry pass to Blakely. Blakely off the screen. Blakely drives to the basket. Nice step through, missed the shot. Rebound Grand Canyon. Boy, you got to finish those. Cooper hesitates, kicks to the wing. San Antonio open 3, well short air ball, and it's saved into Gregory. Gregory the other way for the Lady Raiders. Comes to Blakely. 4:05 to go. Both offenses struggling, both defenses solid.
Middle hasn't scored in over 4 minutes.
Boulder Ray with a bounce pass to Scott. Scott will drive to the lane, had it blocked but a foul. That's going to be on San Antonio. That will be her third.
Yeah, San Antonio has not had success guarding Tamia Scott off the bounce. So that's just got to be something that you just got to stick with, rinse and repeat.
Now you got to make your free throws.
Well, Middle has not scored in 3:59 and has had 4 turnovers in that same stretch.
Lady Raiders 4 for 7 from the line tonight. Scott for 2, and her first is good. She's got 7. Went over the 500-point mark in her career with that 20-point performance against Northern Kentucky. She makes both free throws here. She's got 8. 34-33, Grand Canyon clinging to that 1-point advantage. Cooper with a handoff to Abiazor. Abiazor with a crossover guarded by Enrique. Works it back to the top. Almost stripped away. Eric Strupp with a save to Cooper. Shot clock at 12. Coach Miller telling him to spread the floor. Give him a little room. Cooper, tough 15-foot jumper, no good. Rebound Scott for Middle Tennessee. Good defense. A chance to take the lead. Blakely near the center circle. Works it to the left wing. Now off the screen from Enrique. Comes wide open, takes the 15-footer, good!
Sometimes just settling for a wide open shot, even at the mid-range, is just what the doctor ordered.
35-34, Lady Raiders lead. 3:05 to go third quarter. Ball kicked by Blakely. She had the steal, but she did kick it, so it will stay with Grand Canyon. I think you were right earlier. I know the offenses are struggling, but I think both defenses are pretty darn good tonight.
They are. I mean, the effort by both defenses has been absolutely fantastic. You see a lot of winded players out there because they're giving such a great effort on the defensive end.
Inbounds to Douglas for Grand Canyon. Up top, Eric Strupp back to Douglas. Douglas back to Eric Strupp. Little shot fake. Now kicks it to the wing. Shot clock at 7. Abiazor for the long-range 3. It is no good. Rebound tipped and taken away by Gregory.
Nice job
Nas
by
got a
Nas.
hand on it. Yep.
Nas couldn't get it, but she kept it alive.
Lee pass to Nas at the other end, lays it in. That's running the floor.
Great job of taking defense to offense by Anastasia.
Timeout. Taken by Grand Canyon. When you run the floor, good things happen.
Post players, rim to rim. Outrun your matchup. That is your goal every possession.
We'll take the timeout. 2:32 left third quarter. Middle Tennessee 37, Grand Canyon 34. You're listening to Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
Roscoe Brown is proud to be a longtime supporter of MTSU athletics and your locally owned HVAC and plumbing company for over 80 years. Roscoe Brown has been the trusted name for heating, cooling, and plumbing for Middle Tennessee homeowners and businesses. Call 888-MY-ROSCOE to schedule your HVAC or plumbing service today. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Roscoe Brown. People you know, a name you trust. Go Blue Raiders.
Roscoe Brown. RoscoeBrown.com.
It's never lost on Window World that your home is your largest physical investment. Window World's integrity can be noticed from your very first moment of contact. The clean, professional installation of premium windows, siding, doors, and more are designed to last while leaving your home looking amazing. Window World and their lifetime warranty will always be there when it really matters. They're America's most trusted remodeler and a proud partner of Middle Tennessee State University Athletics because the difference is integrity and always in the detail.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
You're listening to MTSU Sports on WGNS.
Blue Raider basketball fans, still time to secure your seats inside the Murphy Center this season with the purchase of season tickets. Women's basketball tickets $135 each, men's basketball tickets $175. And for fans wanting to support both teams in person, special combo package, you get a season ticket for both teams for $235, a savings of $75. To purchase your seats today, visit GoBlueRaiders.com/tickets or call the ticket office at 615-898-5261.
Middle on a 6-0 run over the last 123. Grand Canyon has gone one of their last 7. They're now on a 2-minute and 19-second scoring drought. And basically you have taken in the third quarter the way we finished the second quarter. The momentum has continued for the Lady Raiders.
Rebounding 25-20 in favor of Grand Canyon. Points in the paint 24-6 in favor of the Lady Raiders. After the timeout, Antelopes with the basketball. Bounce pass to the high post. Eric Strupp lost the basketball, got it back on the wing. Hands it off to Brown, who's back in the game with 3 fouls. Shot clock inside 10. Brown drives, puts up a contested shot, no good. Offensive rebound blocked and taken away by the Lady Raiders. Gregory front court to Blakely. Boy, you need a good offensive set right here. Try to build a little cushion. Blakely to the basket, throws one up wildly, no good, out of bounds. And it will stay with the Lady Raiders. I mean, that was just a wild prayer thrown toward the glass.
Yeah, it was one of those kind of situations where you would love to see Courtney jump stop there, get the defense in the air, and then go through her nose to pick up that foul. Instead, you end up taking a shot you don't practice, and you avoid the foul on top of that.
Lady Raiders will inbound to the baseline under their basket. 1:59 to go in the quarter. Arike into the lane, kicks it back outside to Blakely. Blakely with a bounce pass, threw it away. He was trying to get it to the high post to Boulder Ray, but she wasn't ready for it.
It just wasn't anywhere close to being open. That's not a good possession.
Crossover dribble by Douglas. Douglas picks up the dribble. Eric Strupp. She's had a good night. She's got 15 points to lead all scorers. Obayazor, shot clock at 10. Obayazor left side of the lane, threw it away. Into the corner, it was saved. The three is no good. Long offensive rebound for Grand Canyon. Got away with one there. That ball was going out of bounds and was saved in the corner. The three was missed.
Yeah, we don't need them to score on this possession because we just gave them a gift on this one.
Eric Strupp to Douglas. Douglas launches another three. It's no good. Rebound. They scrap for it. Loose ball. Another offensive board. And a whistle. Eric Strupp was slow to get up. They stopped play to check on her. I think they'll mop up some perspiration on the floor as well. She didn't seem to be in great agony at the time, but just took a little time to get up, and they stopped play. with 1:02 to go in the quarter. But again, that's what, 2 or 3 consecutive offensive rebounds for Grand Canyon.
And when you got a team that's on a scoring drought of 349, you don't want to give them 3 straight possessions to break that drought.
That's what's happening here. 28-22 rebounding edge for Grand Canyon. Shot clock at 7. Kick to the corner. Eric Strupp fakes the jumper. Another shot fake. Now the jumper from 15, good.
That's a big, big-time shot from Osley there.
Well, they got 3 opportunities at it, finally cashed it in.
Yeah, you feel like third time's always a charm.
37-36 Middle Tennessee. Scott comes wide open to the basket, laid it in, and was fouled.
Stay with that set until the cows come home. It's nothing more than a dribble handoff, pin down action. And Tamia's just getting downhill, downhill, and downhill some more.
Foul on Douglas is her first. 39-36. Granham's going to check in here probably for Boulder Ravens, so she won't pick up a foul in the final 31 seconds of the quarter, and that's the case.
Not to mention that, they want to get her a little bit of a breather, right? She gets 30 extra seconds.
She's got 3 personal fouls. Scott for the three-point play. And missed it. Rebound Grand Canyon. 30 seconds left. Shot clock, game clock, 1 second difference. 39-36. Gregory knocked down on defense, got back up quickly. 20 seconds left in the quarter. Cooper with the basketball, guarded by Blakely. 13 seconds left. Still with the dribble, 35 feet away. 10 seconds left in the quarter. Now 8, now 7. Brown with 5. Brown inside San Antonio, steps back, fall away 16-footer is no good, and that will end the third quarter. Well, as you said, Kyle, Middle Tennessee sort of continued in the third what they did at the end of the second quarter to build this 3-point lead.
Yeah, and if anything, I think our defense has actually gotten better. It seems like to me, Grand Canyon just has no rhythm offensively whatsoever.
Stay with us. Fourth quarter coming up. Middle Tennessee 39, Grand Canyon 36. You're listening to Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
When it comes to money, I'm a saver.
Me too. Though I can also be a bit of a spender.
Well, Ascend has got you both covered. With our interest-earning checking, you can
earn interest so I can save money for my beach trip?
Sure. And with our rewards checking, you can
get cash back for my purchases? Tap reward?
Yep. So no matter how you handle your money, Ascend Federal Credit Union has the right checking account for you. Interest-earning checking earns 3.56% annual percentage yield up to $15,000. Some restrictions apply.
Plan ahead and plan for success. Put Lee Company on your team for all your facility and home maintenance needs. They are proud to be an official partner of the MTSU Blue Raiders and have serviced homes and businesses for 80 years. For the very best heating, air conditioning, plumbing, and electrical services, call Lee Company at 615-867-1000. Visit them at leecompany.com or call 615-867-1000.
Nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity that could have changed your life. Maybe you're just graduating high school, or are working and need to earn a degree to advance your career. Or you aspire to be a leader, and a graduate degree can make that happen. Whether you're just starting out or retooling for the future, Middle Tennessee State University can help you get there. MTSU, the University of Opportunities.
The Blue Raiders are on News Radio WGNS.
As we get set for the fourth quarter, 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
The flagship station for Middle Tennessee sports, WGNS. Murfreesboro, Smyrna. The Blue Raiders play here.
Middle Tennessee 39, Grand Canyon 36. Joe Fisher, Kyle Turnham with you. Looking at the stats, very even, basically 55% shooting for Middle Tennessee in the third quarter. That was significant. And the defense you mentioned, Kyle, Middle Tennessee's defense much better. Grand Canyon shot 25% in quarter number 3.
Yeah, I think that's where the numbers are borne out. 25% from the floor, 4 of 16 for Grand Canyon, only 1 of 9 from the three-point line. Middle, meanwhile, goes 5 of 9 in that quarter for 56%, 3 out of 4 from the free throw line for 75%. Middle, oddly enough, did not attempt a three-point shot.
They've only made one tonight, 1 of 9 from three-point range. Points in the paint, 26-6 in favor of the Lady Raiders. Grand Canyon with the basketball, trailing by 3 as we start quarter number 4. San Antonio with a bounce pass to Brown. Drives baseline, cut off at the block. Stolen away by Gregory. Great job jumping the passing lane to Blakely. And Blakely will wait for the traffic to clear. Leading by 3, just underway fourth quarter. Blakely directing traffic. Enrique's been very quiet tonight offensively, but I sense she's got a really important basket in her down the stretch here. Hands off. Gregory launches a 3 way off the mark. That was an off-balance shot. Grand Canyon the other way. San Antonio, cross court to Brown. Brown drives, nice dish inside, knocked away by Enrique out of bounds. Off of Grand Canyon, I believe. Grand Canyon pleading their case.
Well, he pointed Middle Tennessee ball.
He did. It is Middle Tennessee's ball. He was emphatic about it the second time. Molly Miller not very happy with that call at all. Full court pressure, hand off to Blakely to get it in.
I don't think I'd be happy about it either if I was Molly Miller.
Boy, a chance to build on a 3-point lead. Blakely,
mouse. Got a mouse in the house. That's going to be on San Antonio.
Yep, and that's going to be her 4th. Okay, what do you mean, mouse in the house?
Mismatch.
Okay.
Post player being guarded by a guard. Mouse in the house. When you hear mouse, you go to the blocks. Sort of like when you hear me yell wolf.
Yeah.
It means somebody's coming from behind.
Yeah.
One of those basketball coaches' phrases.
Inbounds to Scott. Scott just forced her way in, baked it in and won.
See, that's Tamia
You
right
said
there.
That was it.
Yep. She has gotten her shoulder in operation and is, instead of running from pressure, now she's attacking pressure.
She's got a dozen. This is the largest lead of the night for Middle Tennessee, 41-36. And she makes the free throw. Scott with 13, 10 in the second half. 42-36. Foul was on Strong.
Oh, she's over and back.
And there she is, over and back in the turnover.
Joe, I'm in midseason form, baby. I'm getting them.
Well, you know what? You mentioned it earlier. This feels like a tournament game.
Oh, it absolutely does. Possession by possession.
Inbounds to Scott. A chance to extend a 6-point advantage. Scott, top of the key, ball to Rava. Lobs it inside. Enrique could not hang on, out of bounds.
Patience. She rushed the pass.
Osley back in, replacing Straw for Grand Canyon. Rick Insel with some instructions for Boulder Rava about just what you were talking about, being a little bit too anxious. Cooper front court, leaves it for Brown. Brown for Grand Canyon, playing with 3 fouls. Dribbles between the legs, picks up the dribble at the free throw line extended, needs some help. Finally hands it off and traveled. Handed it off to Cooper, and the defense forced the turnover.
Yeah, that's a tough position to put a guard in off of handoff action because the post player that's handing it off has her back to the defense. So basically you're throwing them into the wall.
Yep. Inbounds to Blakely. 8:25 to play. Middle Tennessee leading 42-36. Blakely, front court off the screen from Enrique. Bounce pass Boulder Rava. And it's stolen away. It was tipped away. Here comes Grand Canyon. Brown lost it, got it back. Leaves it for the trailer. 3 right wing, in and out, no good. Rebound Enrique to Blakely. Just calm down. Blakely, front court, leaves it for Enrique. Enrique drives the lane, scoops to the right hand, no good. Boulder Rava with a follow, good.
Great job by Nosh, just getting to the offside board. Enrique was very single-minded in her purpose. She was getting to the rack, drew the defender. Nosh had no one box her out.
Largest lead of the night, 44-36, Middle Tennessee. 7:40 left to play.
Grand Canyon really struggling to find any rhythm offensively at all.
Eric Strupp with a kick out to Cooper, who traveled. Yes, she did. I tell you what,
Turnover starting to really mount up.
And Middle Tennessee has ratcheted up the defense. And timeout taken with 7:32 left to play. We'll take it as well. Middle Tennessee 44, Grand Canyon 36. You're listening to Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
Plan ahead and plan for success. Put Lee Company on your team for all your facility and home maintenance needs. They are proud to be an official partner of the MTSU Blue Raiders and have serviced homes and businesses for 80 years. For the very best heating, air conditioning, plumbing, and electrical services, call Lee Company at 615-867-1000. Visit them at leecompany.com or call 615-867-1000.
The MTSU Alumni Association is proud of its more than 130,000 living alumni who are leading, teaching, entertaining, researching, flying, farming, nursing, and more worldwide. Every Blue Raider accomplishment adds value to your degree. Are you connected to the MTSU National Alumni Association? Visit mtalumni.com to share what you're doing. Update your information and see how you can be involved and informed. You can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
How do you create a tradition of leadership? You power it with impressive towing and hauling, sharpen it with smart features like a mobile generator, and dominate the game 47 years straight. That's Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks, a legacy of excellence, only at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Available features. See Owner's Manual for important operating instructions based on 1977 to 2023 total sales.
Rutherford County's MTSU station, News Radio WGNS.
Murfreesboro Medical Clinic and Surgery Center, the official medical group of MTSU Athletics, proudly keeping Murfreesboro healthy since 1949. Middle Tennessee leading this contest 44-36 over Grand Canyon with 7:32 left to play. That's the largest lead of the night. Lady Raiders, if you're just joining us, first, where you been? Second, they've been playing catch-up all night long. Down 12 in the second quarter. Had a great rally at the end of the second quarter. Cut it down to 1 at intermission. Eased out a 3-point lead in the third quarter and have just really defensively minded extended it here to 8 at this point.
Yeah, and it goes back to the defensive end has been really impressive. Grand Canyon right now, 22 turnovers overall. But here in the fourth quarter, they've had 5 already in the opening 2 minutes and 28 seconds. So they just can't get anything going defensively. And in a really low-scoring game like this that is a possession-by-possession game, it puts scoring at an absolute premium.
And a chance here for the Lady Raiders to extend it with the ball, 8-point lead. Enrique, top of the key, finds Gregory. Gregory off the screen from Boulder Rava. Lives a little slip screen in, a little pick and pop, laid it up, wouldn't go, but she was fouled. That was a nicely designed play out of the timeout.
It's going to be on San Antonio, and that will be her 5th.
That will be all. She's a very talented player.
Very much so.
Fouls out with only 2 points tonight. But she did a lot of other things.
None in the second half. I mean, she got in foul trouble right out of the gate. You know, and I will say this, I did find it interesting that when she picked up her first foul early in the first quarter.
And they took her out?
They went straight to the bench with her. And I don't know if that's a scenario where they don't trust her to not get in additional foul trouble, because that may be borne out by the fact that here it is.
She fouled out.
Yeah, she fouled out.
With 7:18 left to play. Boulder Rava at the line. 15 points on the night. Well, and missed the first free throw.
And I will say this from a coaching standpoint, too. That's the type of play I'm going to tell her, bail out of. Give up the layup.
I need you
on the floor for longer stretches.
Nas makes the second. She's got 16. 45-36 Lady Raiders. 7:15 left to play. Douglas front court for the Antelopes. Still with the dribble. Boy, Middle Tennessee has ratcheted up this defense. Kick to the corner. Eric Strupp could not shoot. Back to Douglas. Douglas almost walked with it to Brown. Brown ran over Enrique, but they're going to call a block on Enrique. And then Brown fell over Enrique. Everybody's okay, I think.
Yes. Well, you know, as we've mentioned throughout this entire game, Grand Canyon relies on Brown and Amiazor to drive the basketball because by and large they are undersized posts. So they're going to take their matchups, which is sort of an inverted mouse out on the perimeter, and go drive it, and then they play off of that a lot.
Well, you mentioned that Amiazor had some good success in the first half with that.
Brown as well. They just haven't had success doing much of anything in the second half.
No, they have been shut down offensively in this second half. They held to 9 points, as a matter of fact, total in the second half. Well, Brown trying to body up down low against Enrique, who wasn't having any of it, and it's thrown away.
Yet another
on the turnover. Blakely with the lead pass. Scott with a lay-in.
Excellent work taking defense to offense.
47-36. Middle Tennessee with the lead. 6:40 left to play. Brown jumps up over Nas, and a foul is called.
Nas got her hand in. Just contest. Don't try to block.
That's her fourth. Picked up 2 in the first 4 minutes of the first quarter.
That's going to bring Jada Granum back on the floor.
Bring her back for some minutes here in this fourth quarter. You can see Rick Insell just kind of shaking his head as Nas comes by and saying, "No, we don't need that one."
Nope.
Brown at the line. First is no good. She is scoreless tonight. Tells you what kind of game it's been. You hold San Antonio to 2, hold Brown scoreless, and it's been close all the way. Brown makes the second one. 47-37. Blakely with a little hesitation moves into the front court off the screen from Enrique. Now you can afford to be a little bit patient, but just need to run some good, solid offense.
Just trust your offense. Trust your offense.
Gregory off the screen from Enrique. Shot clock at 10. Granum hands off Blakely. Shot clock at 6. Nice slip screen inside. Enrique had it blocked away. She was a little off balance, couldn't take a full extension on the shot, and Grand Canyon comes the other way.
Yeah, Sarah just sort of cut under her, didn't really contest much, just cut under.
Well, there's a wide open 3. It's no good. Rebound taken away. Another offensive board, and Gregory said, "Nope, it's mine." Swiped it away. 5:45 left to play. Lady Raiders by 10 with the basketball. They tried that slip screen again. Enrique with a catch in traffic, couldn't finish. She's very frustrated underneath.
Well, she's fatigued as well, just not getting a lot of lift.
Brown going coast to coast. I believe she was fouled by Granum on a reach in.
Popped her. Sure did.
Yeah, Enrique, you can tell, is tired, but she's getting no lift or elevation inside on those shots. Foul on Granum, her first. And Gregory and Enrique having a little conversation in the lane. Brown at the line again for 2. Misses the first one. Tell you what, Gregory is one of those. We've talked about leaders on this team and who are they going to be. Gregory's one of them. Second free throw good. Tiara Brown with 2. Full court pressure from the Antelopes. Scott inbounds, then gets it to Blakely. 5:25 left to play. 47-38 Middle Tennessee. Boy, a lot of contact. Blakely kept the basketball.
Neither one of those two giving any ground with each other.
And finally taken away. Blakely had her pocket picked by Cooper.
Yeah, Cooper just stayed in her.
3 rejected out of bounds. Scott said, "Not in my house," and sent it down the portal.
One of the absolute best guard shot blockers in the country.
Timeout on the court. 5:09 left to play. Middle Tennessee 47, Grand Canyon 38. You're listening to Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
When it comes to money, I'm a saver.
Me too. Though I can also be a bit of a spender.
Well, Ascend has got you both covered. With our interest-earning checking, you can
earn interest so I can save money for my beach trip?
Sure. And with our rewards checking, you can
get cash back for my purchases? Tap reward?
Yep, so no matter how you handle your money, Ascend Federal Credit Union has the right checking account for you. Interest-earning checking earns 3.56% annual percentage yield up to $15,000. Some restrictions apply.
Not feeling well and need to see a doctor? Find the care you need now at Ascension St. Thomas. We're here with 24/7 ER care, same-day care, and walk-in urgent care for broken bones, sprains, allergies, sore throats, and more. Visit ascension.org/St. Thomas Care to get the right care at the right place at the right time. Serving Middle Tennessee State University, Murfreesboro, and surrounding communities.
Murfreesboro Medical Clinic is proud to be the official medical group of MTSU Athletics. We all win big when we work as a team for better health. Just like MTSU's athletes and coaches, our healthcare professionals work tirelessly to make our community proud. At MMC, we really are true blue. MTSU is our hometown team, and your health is our mission. Visit mmclinic.com or call us at 615-893-4480.
After the timeout, Grand Canyon got the ball inside. Brown missed the shot. Scott with a rebound for the Lady Raiders. Middle Tennessee leading 47-38, 4:50 left to play. Scott with the basketball, run into a double team, kept it going, drove to the basket. Mike, you got to call something, and they finally did. It's going to be on Cooper. That'll be her second. Grand Canyon, as you can imagine, trying to tick up physically a little bit more here, being down by 9, and got whistled for at that time.
Well, again, Middle just staying with their ball screen continuity offense and just getting ball screen after ball screen after ball screen. Grand Canyon just having a really difficult, if not impossible, time getting it leveled off, to Mia Scott in particular.
Yeah, Scott missed the first free throw. Grand Canyon held to 11 points. She missed them both. Rebound Grand Canyon. Boy, you can't afford that. That helps an opponent get back in these things. 4:38 left to play. Cooper with the dribble to the top to Brown. Brown guarded by Enrique. Brown crosses over, pulls up, can't shoot. Now they kick it back to Brown, top of the key. Brown behind the back dribble. Forces one up off the glass, no good. Rebound taken away by Gregory. Good solid defense again by Enrique.
Absolutely did a great job of cutting off driving angles and also contested the shot.
Blakely with the basketball, 4:10 left. Leading by 9. And there's the hand check. Cooper's been doing it all night long. They have finally called it a couple of times. .407 left to play. Rick Insel with some words face-to-face for Tamia Scott. And 2 shots coming here for Blakely. Raiders tonight, 8 of 15 from the free throw line. Blakely makes the first one. She's got 11. 5 of 11 from the field, 3 rebounds, 11 points, 6 turnovers tonight against this pressure, and she missed the second free throw. 48-38 Lady Raider lead. 4 minutes left to play. Cooper drives baseline, cut off by Blakely. Works to the top of the key now to Brown. Brown with the dribble, backs out. Hands off to Durazo Frescas. Now a long three-pointer straight away that's no good. Rebound is scrapped for on the floor, and Gregory rips another one away. That's twice in this quarter. She's just taken one out of the hands of a Grand Canyon player. Rick Insel calling out the offensive set. 3:30 left. Boldareva coming up to the high post. So does Enrique, top of the key. Enrique hands it off to Blakely. Blakely works it right wing to Gregory. Boldareva trying to post up inside. Gregory hooks a pass to the wing. Shot clock at 2. Got to shoot it. 25-footer, no. Air ball, shot clock violation.
Well, we talked coming into this game about how critical the three-point shooting was going to be. And Middle's 1 of 11 from the three-point line. But you look at the defensive effort by the Lady Raiders. Grand Canyon came in 4th in the country at 54% three-point field goal shooting tonight, 7 of 28,
25%. Absolutely. There's a long 3, and that's no good. Long rebound, offensive board, Brown. Kicks it back outside to the corner. 3 from the right wing is short. Another offensive rebound. Brown puts it up, fouled.
That's going to be on Nas.
Well, that's going to be another one as well. Those 50-50 balls all night long, Grand Canyon has gotten them.
Yeah, if you're looking for, as like Coach Donnelly likes to say, bones and ice cream, that's the thing you're going to talk about tonight. It's going to be the 50-50 balls. A lot of things really good on the defensive end. That's the one thing that sort of sticks out.
So Boulder-Ava fouls out with 2:56 left to play. Grantham back in. Boulder-Ava finishes with 16. First free throw is good by Erikstrup. She's had a nice night, 16 points.
And again, we're hanging on the stats after one game for whatever that's worth.
Right.
But Grand Canyon scores 93 in their first game, just absolutely wears out the three-point shot. At the 2:56 mark, they have 40 points.
48-40. This is not over yet. 2:54 left to play. Got to take care of the basketball. Blakely front court slips and falls. Needs some help. Boy, gets attacked from the back. Jump ball, 5 bodies on the floor.
That's the way it's supposed to be done.
Possession
Both
arrow
teams.
will stay with Middle Tennessee.
That's the way it's supposed to be done, both teams. Loose ball, first to the floor.
This may take a minute to wipe up this perspiration. They were all over the floor out there.
Well, this is sort of odd. The Grand Canyon manager out on the floor. No Lady Raider managers on the floor. Huh.
2:46 left. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Scott will inbound just to our right, side front court. Gets it into Enrique, takes the pass back. Scott drives baseline, cut off by Brown. Just forces up a shot. It goes to the end. Oh, what English she put on that with a spin to climb over the iron and nestle in.
Degree of difficulty, 9.5.
17 for Scott. 3, right wing, short, air ball. Scott with the board. 2:25 left. Lead pass Gregory. Front court layup, yes!
Great pass from Tamia Scott. About a 70-foot pass. Thread the needle, bounce pass.
52-40, largest lead of the night for the Lady Raiders. Cooper is fouled. It's not a shot. She was passing to the wing. Foul is on Blakely. That's her first. 2:08 left. Well, that's one of those, Kyle, I was thinking you might be better off just pull it back out and run some time, but with a perfect pass and perfect execution, take it.
Well, it's one thing to see it. It's another thing to have the ability to know what pass you have to throw, and she absolutely threaded the needle, again, with about a 50-foot bounce pass.
Cooper makes the first free throw. She's got 4, 52-41.
I think I said 70 the first time. I'll back it down to 50.
Second free throw, no good. Rebound, Scott. Scott has come on here in the fourth quarter. She's got 17 to lead the Lady Raiders. She's got the basketball. Still with a dribble. Shot clock at 17. Bounce pass to Grantham. Grantham right wing, Gregory. Gregory works it right to left. Gets a screen from Enrique. Gregory to the basket, lays it in.
Well, the difference in this game has been starting in the second quarter when Middle's dribble penetration started going to work.
7 for Gregory, 54-41. Erikstrup hands it off, loose ball picked up by Schra. Schra drives and kicks to the corner. Brown doesn't want the 3. Schra takes it back to the right side of the lane. Erikstrup, a jumper from 15 is good. She's had a nice night. She's got 19. 54-43, 1:13 left to play.
Difference in the game, points in the paint, 38-6, and those are not post-ups, those are drives.
Ball was tipped into the backcourt. Blakely runs it down. Cooper and Blakely have gone at it all night long. Blakely off the screen, pulls the trigger from 15 feet. It's no good. Rebound, Grand Canyon. 53 seconds left. Don't want to give up a 3 here. Brown almost walked with it. She will take the 3 and miss it. Rebound, Scott has it knocked out of bounds by Grand Canyon. It'll be Lady Raider basketball.
What a big-time game for Tamia Scott. Far and away the best player on the floor.
Timeout taken by the Lady Raiders. We'll keep it here with 44.4 seconds remaining. You've talked about Tamia a couple of times in the games we had a chance to do. She's obviously been outstanding already, but I think the general feeling is there's another level that she can take this to.
Well, not only does she have the ability to take it to another level, I think the big thing is just demanding it out of herself on a case-by-case basis. And I think that, the tough part about it is, to be such a team-oriented player, and team-oriented players, they want to get their teammates involved as well. But there also comes that point in the game when it's time to say, give me the ball and get out of my way and let me take over. And I think the difference in this game, by and large, was Tamia Scott doing exactly that.
17 points tonight, 7 rebounds, 6 assists tonight. Ball knocked out of bounds by Grand Canyon. 43.2 seconds remaining. Scott will inbound, gets it into Blakely. Blakely back to Scott. Scott inside, there's Granum, laid it up, missed it. Granum got her own miss, puts it back up, no good, but she was fouled. Jada missed the first opportunity, but stuck with it and got shoved, and she'll go to the line. Our friends Atmos Energy delighted to sponsor the Blue Raiders and fuel homes and business in Middle Tennessee with affordable, efficient, and reliable natural gas for today and generations to come. Natural gas, the smart choice for fueling our energy future.
Well, I felt like coming into this game that the difference could be the post players. I mentioned that in the pregame show. And, by and large, when you look at this, you see an absence of scoring inside
from Grand
Canyon. And Anastasia, obviously, 16 points, going 7 of 7 from the floor. If she hadn't gotten in foul trouble, who knows where she'd be right now. But with Anastasia, with Enrique, and even Jada Granum coming off the bench and giving us good minutes, that's by and large been a big part of the difference in the game as well.
Granum made 1 out of 2 at the free throw line. Timeout taken with 36.3 seconds to play. Middle Tennessee 55, Grand Canyon 43. I'm telling you what, partner, what we saw tonight's 2 good basketball teams. 2 teams that have a pretty significant future, I think.
I don't think there's any question about it. And, I've been thinking as I've been watching this game that if I'm one of those higher-seeded NCAA teams, I don't want to run into either one of these teams.
Nope.
Now, not to say that neither one of these teams
might be higher seeded. That's right. Yeah, you don't want either one of these to roll in as a 10 or 11.
No. Well, you think about the job that Grand Canyon did on us in the first quarter and a half.
Yep.
It was pretty strong, too.
Antelopes with the basketball, almost a travel right there. She kept the pivot foot on the ground. Brown inside 30 seconds left. Brown lowers a shoulder. She made the basket and will go to the line.
Yeah, it's going to be on Enrique. And a really nice job of change of pace by Brown. Middle sort of got between switches and hedges there with Gregory and with Enrique. And Brown with a nice play.
It's Brown's first basket tonight. She has 4 points.
Yeah, she's been more of a facilitator than she has been a finisher. And I think, again, her size, she can get to the rim, but against taller players, especially like what we have, it can be really difficult.
Well, full court pressure here, and Blakely just splits everybody. Drives to the lane, dishes to Enrique, missed the shot but was fouled. Eric Strupp says, I was straight up.
Well, I'm sitting there thinking as a coach who had a practice, our first week of practices all week, looking at the diagram of Middle's press offense, and it's called an inbounds pass to 1 and get out of the way.
Enrique's had a quiet night offensively, but she's done a lot of things to help facilitate. She's set a lot of screens, been very unselfish tonight. She's got 5 rebounds. Made the first free throw and makes them both. That's the other element to her game that I've noticed in the early part of this season as timeout is taken with 18.9 seconds remaining. You want her on the floor at crunch time.
No question. Well, and again, I think she's done a very admirable job on the defensive end, even though she was in, tough matchups, because she was out having to guard on the perimeter and guard 2 pretty good players off the bounce. She did a fantastic job. And tonight, only 1 assist, but that's typically one of the things that she's extraordinary at. She's a great seer of the floor and a great passer of the basketball.
Well, coming into this, and you mentioned that 3-point shooting was going to be a big key, and you look at the stats now, and Grand Canyon, 7 of 32 from three-point range, 22%. This is a team that came in among the country's leaders in three-point shooting, so you got to give a lot of credit to this Lady Raider defense for getting out on the perimeter. Now, a lot of times when you miss those long-range shots, that leads to offensive rebounds, and we've seen some of that tonight.
Well, the funny part about it is if you're Molly Miller and you tell her before the game that Middle's going to go 1 of 11 from the three-point line, you're feeling pretty good about stealing a win in Murphy Center.
Foul called on Grantham before the ball was inbounded.
As a matter of fact, I'm just wondering, in my recollection, that's the lowest number of three-point attempts I can ever remember for a Rick Insel coached basketball team from the three-point line.
First free throw is no good. Yeah, only 11 on the night.
Yeah, that's almost unheard of.
Second free throw is good. So Eric Strupp with 20. Full court pressure by Grand Canyon. That means Blakely will break it on her own. 13 seconds left to play. She can dribble the time away if Grand Canyon will let her. And I think they're finally going to settle back and let it happen. Crowd coming to its feet at the Murphy Center. It was hard fought. It was a tournament-like feeling. And the Lady Raiders put it in the win column as they defeat Grand Canyon by a final score of 57-47. So Middle Tennessee 2-0 on the season. The Antelopes of Grand Canyon fall to 1-1. This is a good one to put in the bank.
A lot of character, a lot of toughness demonstrated by that Lady Raider team, particularly in the second quarter when they're down 10, 22-12. Things not going great. And boy, they just found another gear.
That run at the end of the second quarter proved to be really the difference.
No question.
And as you said, they carried on whatever they did from that last 5 minutes all the way through the second half.
Absolutely.
We'll take a break, come back with the Exit Realty Bob Lamb and Associates postgame show in just a moment. You're listening to Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has taken its flavor to the next level. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test, starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best Zero Sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
When it comes to money, I'm a saver.
Me too. Though I can also be a bit of a spender.
Well, Ascend has got you both covered. With our interest-earning checking, you can
earn interest so I can save money for my beach trip?
Sure. And with our rewards checking, you can
get cash back for my purchases? Tap reward?
Yep. So no matter how you handle your money, Ascend Federal Credit Union has the right checking account for you. Interest-earning checking earns 3.56% annual percentage yield up to $15,000. Some restrictions apply.
Not feeling well and need to see a doctor? Find the care you need now at Ascension St. Thomas. We're here with 24/7 ER care, same-day care, and walk-in urgent care for broken bones, sprains, allergies, sore throats, and more. Visit ascension.org/St. Thomas Care to get the right care at the right place at the right time. Serving Middle Tennessee State University, Murfreesboro, and surrounding communities.
Bucks, cash, bread, coin, dough, bank, loot, cheddar, whatever you call it, the Cash Instant games from the Tennessee Lottery have lots of it. 4 great games absolutely loaded to the brim with top prizes from $50 to $1,000. Now that's a whole lot of cabbage. Moolah, cheese, dinero, Benjamins. Well, you get the idea. Only from the Tennessee Lottery. Game-changing fun. Please play responsibly.
Looking for the ultimate hangout spot? Head to Cedar Glade Brews. With 12 taps and over 100 bottles and cans, we've got craft beer, seltzer, mead, kombucha, cider, non-alcoholic, and craft soda for everyone. We're family and dog-friendly, featuring food trucks, live music, and trivia nights. Plus, you can book our space for private events inside or on our spacious patio.
Blue Raider fans enjoy a Cedar Glade brew in the Murphy Center Beer Garden.
Purveyors of foamy goodness. Cedar Glade Brews, where great times and good vibes await.
Blue Raider fans, Lightning's Locker Room, powered by Textbook Brokers, is the place to get your Blue Raider gear. Open Monday through Friday from 8 to 6 and Saturday 10 to 4. Lightning's Locker Room is just across the street from Floyd Stadium at 1321 Greenland Drive. It has all the MT polos, hoodies, t-shirts, hats, and all the other game day gear you'll ever need. See the selection online at mtsugear.com or in Murphy Center on game days. Lightning's Locker Room, the official game day provider, powered by Textbook Brokers.
Lady Raider Game Day continues, and we have you covered with a full recap on the Exit Realty postgame show. Today's Lady Raider postgame show is presented by Exit Realty, Bob Lamb and Associates, and agents Brad Hopkins, Richard Lewis, Tim Page, and Chip Walters. The Lady Raider postgame show is also sponsored by Window World of Murfreesboro, the official window and exterior remodeling company of Blue Raider Athletics. Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance, official team physicians for Blue Raider Athletics. Ascend Federal Credit Union, the exclusive credit union of Blue Raider Athletics. Ascension St. Thomas Rutherford, the official hospital partner for MTSU Athletics. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. And by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Once again, here's the voice of the Lady Raiders, Joe Fisher.
Middle Tennessee improves to 2-0 on the season. They defeat Grand Canyon tonight by a final score of 57-47. Joe Fisher, Kyle Turnham with you here courtside at the Murphy Center. It had a tournament atmosphere. It had a tournament feel. It was played that way. It was physical. It was, as you said, Kyle, possession by possession. Middle was down for a long period of time. Turning point late in the second quarter. From there on, really tremendous defense and outstanding play. Yeah, you're sitting there down 22-12, and again, I made the comment that, you know, I felt good, if you can call it that, being down 22-12 at that point, because Grand Canyon really was just having their way with us offensively. We couldn't get any kind of traction at all. The only thing that kept us in the game at that point was the fact that we were playing so well defensively. And you know, we were struggling so much offensively, you lost track of how good you were playing defensively. But, you know, at that point, you know, I made the comment, all gas and no brakes. And we just, you know, we kept attacking the basket, more off the bounce than off the post feeds, and that's really what sort of got us going. Well, you said 1 of 11 from three-point range, and that's been a long time since anything like that has happened around here. But as you said, the focus became more the drive. Scott, Blakely taking it to the basket. Gregory, a couple of nice finishes as well. Yeah, absolutely. And I think it speaks again to the versatility of this team, their ability to score different ways. We'll take a break. We'll come back. The Exit Realty postgame show brought to you by Exit Realty, Bob Lamb and Associates and agents, Brad Hopkins, Chip Walters, Richard Lewis, and Tim Page. The #1 producing Exit Realty office in the United States. Find them online at exitmurfreesboro.com. We'll have more. We'll visit with our player of the game coming up in a moment. This is Lady Raider basketball from Ben Wagner.
Not feeling well and need to see a doctor? Find the care you need now at Ascension St. Thomas. We're here with 24/7 ER care, same-day care, and walk-in urgent care for broken bones, sprains, allergies, sore throats, and more. Visit ascension.org/St. Thomas Care to get the right care at the right place at the right time. Serving Middle Tennessee State University, Murfreesboro, and surrounding communities.
Roscoe Brown is proud to be a longtime supporter of MTSU Athletics and your locally owned HVAC and plumbing company for over 80 years. Roscoe Brown has been the trusted name for heating, cooling, and plumbing for Middle Tennessee homeowners and businesses. Call 888-MY-ROSCOE to schedule your HVAC or plumbing service today. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Roscoe Brown. People you know, a name you trust. Go Blue Raiders.
Roscoe Brown. RoscoeBrown.com.
RJ Young is no longer just your office copier supplier. We are now helping you create the modern office. Our cutting-edge solutions cover security systems, business phones, managed IT, and AV technology for your organization. We've teamed up with world-class partners to save you more through building services, and our U.S.-based specialists are your personal coaches, making sure you always have the highest degree of personalization.
How do you create a tradition of leadership? You power it with impressive towing and hauling, sharpen it with smart features like a mobile generator, and dominate the game 47 years straight. That's Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks, a legacy of excellence, only at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Available features. See Owner's Manual for important operating instructions based on 1977 to 2023 total sales.
The Blue Raiders play here. News Radio WGNS.
Middle Tennessee a winner tonight over Grand Canyon, 57-47. And fans tonight, Built Ford Tough Player of the Game is Tamia Scott. Visit buyfordnow.com for all Ford makes and models, because the best trucks are built Ford tough. Tonight, 17.7 rebounds, 6 assists. We were talking a moment ago. Congratulations first.
Thank you.
And this kind of felt like a tournament game, kind of a tournament atmosphere, didn't it?
It did. It definitely did. And that's what Coach Tom had said in the locker room after the game. He said we look like an NCAA tournament team out there, and that's exactly what we want to hear.
You're coming into this game obviously remembering a lot about last year. They were very physical with you on, last year at home, and really they brought that same mentality, especially in the early stages of the first half. Really got out and pressured all the dribble handoff action, all the high-low action and things like that. Really sort of had us on our heels a little bit early.
Yeah, and that's what to start the game, they just knew our weaknesses from last year's game, and we did a lot of scouting on that game and looked at how they guarded us. And in practice, we worked on them denying the ball, and our practice players got after us in hard hedge. So we were prepared for it, and I think that definitely showed tonight.
So what changed? And that you're down 12, 5 minutes to go in the second quarter, and things aren't feeling really great. Make a wonderful run there at the end of the quarter. What sort of changed?
We huddled up and we just said, let's go get them. Like, we had to kind of change the direction of the game and just be more aggressive. I felt like their aggression kind of got us out of whack to start the game, but once we, hit them back with our aggression, we had the advantage.
Yeah, I even made the comment on the air that when we were down 22-12, I felt like we were fortunate to only be down that much at that point. I also said that, the struggles that we had from an offensive perspective really didn't shine the light on the defensive end, because you guys were giving such a phenomenal defensive effort as well. You took a really high-scoring team, and you took them completely out of sync as well.
That's right. We definitely played defense really well tonight. I don't want to, toot our horn, but
go ahead.
That's what we've been working on. I mean, if we've been working towards it, I guess I can.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's not bragging, it's just fact.
That's
right.
Yeah, that's right. This was an interesting game, too, because you had players that had to step up at different times, had to play through foul trouble, had to rely on other players maybe you don't usually rely on to give you some. This was a nice, unselfish game, I thought.
Yeah, and that's the thing. When we have people in foul trouble, the ones who come in for them, they know their role and they play it very well. So I feel like we're definitely learning to play their role a lot more better. So, and once everyone does that perfection, we'll be even more great.
One of the things to me that's great about tonight, too, we obviously have a reputation as a team that will take and most of the time make a lot of three-point shots. Tonight, you got an NCAA win by only attempting 11 three-point shots, which I think that's got to be a low in Coach Insel's career here probably. Only made one out of the 11, found another way to win, and I think that's what speaks volumes about what this team can be, the ability to win games different ways.
That's right. That's right. You said that really well. And that's a point he made in one of our huddles, just go attack them. So that's what we did.
Yeah, and it's nice to be able to I knew as I was talking about it, we're going to have to attack their pressure. And ultimately for y'all, it just came down to a point where you just had to be single-minded. and say, look, I'm going by. And that's exactly what you did. I thought you got us going in the second quarter. We continued it out of the locker room into the third, into the fourth, and then your defense in the second half in particular was absolutely extraordinary.
It was. We had a lot of help. Our helps helped their helper. It was just rotations after rotations, and that's what won us this game tonight, our defense.
Well, finally, everybody had been saying, okay, Tennessee, okay? Now you can actually think about Tennessee.
That's right. That's right. We need to beat that team in orange.
You did a great job tonight.
Thank you.
Congratulations to Mia Scott,
Thank you.
our player of the game. We'll come back with the coach in a moment here. You're listening to Lady Raider Basketball from Van Wagner.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
Middle Tennessee Electric proudly supports the Blue Raiders, and we're proud to power the scoreboard lights at Murphy Center. When it comes to the electric service in the community, you can always trust MTE to do what's best for our members. We serve by providing affordable, reliable, safe electricity and outstanding member services. Here at MTE, we serve to make life better for our members and their communities. Visit MTE.com to learn more. And about that scoreboard, well, light it up, Blue Raiders.
At State Farm, when home and auto work as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto. With the service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
With the game on the line and the shot clock winding down, the Blue Raiders pass the ball to the most proven player on the floor to make the game winner. As the Nashville area's proven John Deere equipment dealer and proud sponsor of Middle Tennessee basketball, Tri-Green Equipment is wide open and ready to make the game-winning play for your property season after season. Stop by in-store today or visit us online at trigreen.com. Go Blue Raiders.
WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports.
Middle Tennessee improves to 2-0, a hard-fought 57-47 win over Grand Canyon tonight from the Murphy Center. We're joined by head coach Rick Insell, and we were just talking, the obvious way to lead into this is this sure felt like a tournament game tonight.
I'm telling you, they're tough. We knew they were tough. I mean, last year we went up there. We knew what to expect this year because last year they played the same type game. We didn't play well. But they'll cause you not to play well, the way they play defense. And then, they're aggressive. They got great foot speed. They got great basketball IQ. They're well coached. I mean, they're an NCAA tournament team, and I can see why they're picked to win their conference.
Well, let's go back. You're down 12 mid-second quarter. And then you put on a run. You're down 1 at the half. And Kyle had said, when you were down 10, he said, I kind of feel fortunate we're only down 10, the way things were going. What changed? What happened at that point?
Well, we started executing our offenses, and Noss went to work down there. She got a couple of easy baskets. I can't really remember what happened in there. We got another. I think Alina might have got a basket in there, put back. But then all of a sudden it just clicked with them, and we started attacking the basket. And then we finally got Tamia's attention. Once we got her attention, it's over with.
Got her attention?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, you didn't need to be on the bench. The bottom. You look at it's like I told her at halftime. You got Gregory and you got Cab, and I mean busting it on defense on that perimeter. You got to join with them. You got to get with them. You ain't got. It ain't hit the ball and drag somebody. You got to get in there and get with them, and that's what we said at halftime. You got to get with them. If we have another perimeter player getting up that line and not allowing them to get into their offense, it's going to be over with. Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know if they had an offensive possession in the second half. They was able to run anything.
They didn't.
Yep.
They didn't. As much as it was a slugfest, like I said, when we finally got some things going offensively, we took it to a completely different level defensively second quarter, third, and fourth, and just down the line, they couldn't get anything going.
To me, I found a couple. Found Gregory open, found Nos open. It's a great catch Nos made. I don't know if she walked or not, but they didn't call it. But in late, and that was 2 big buckets right there. That's kind of backbreakers is what that is.
It's interesting to find, and Kyle mentioned this too, to find ways to win games. You go 1 for 11 from 3, which I would never have expected.
Hang on just a minute. Hey, right here's where you're going to be. Right here. You don't even look at the other places. It's right here. I'm sorry.
That's that was pretty important.
No, that's a priority. We're not a priority.
Totally fine.
That's a priority.
Totally fine right there. So, but to find another way to win instead of just relying on. I mean, defense was outstanding, driving to the basket, finishing in the lane, all those things.
We're not shooting the free throws well as we should. Last year, I think we were a tremendous free throw shooting team. And, we really hadn't worked a lot in it. We're going to have to put a little time on. We might shoot a few free throws tomorrow, look at film, shoot a few free throws. But, you got to put teams away at the free throw line. I think down the stretch we missed, 4 or 5, something like that. And we can't do that.
I thought it was interesting, too. Nas picked up 2 fouls early in the first quarter. You sat her down. The way things were going in the second quarter, you put her back in. She played through the second quarter, was good, did not pick up a third. That showed a lot of maturity to be able to do that.
Well, one of the evaluation pieces that you've got, and what and Kyle has been with me, but and you've been with me too now. I want to see if we can play with 3 fouls or 2 fouls. I want to see how disciplined they are. Can they do that? And I'll leave kids in a lot. I mean, they'll get 4 fouls, and we're going in the third quarter. I'll leave them in, and because I wanted to win this game. But if we'd have lost that game because Nos went out there and done some dumb stuff, I wouldn't have been able to do it again. Maybe in another game down the road, I might have to do the same thing Tuesday night.
Right.
Well, and again,
Are you coming up Tuesday night?
I'm not going to be able to be there.
Okay.
I wished I could. I want to be there, but
we were trying to figure out a way to do it.
We're working on some things in Warren County. Coach trying to get us there.
Kristen's bringing a plane up, see if I got an extra seat.
Well, that'd be the way I'd be able to do it because you know how bad I want to be there. Anytime we have a chance to beat the Orange, I want to get it done.
Yep.
I thought Tamia Scott took it to a different level, particularly there in the second quarter, and got really single-minded. When she really started coming off and being more assertive, she really ran from pressure a little bit in the first quarter, and then she started attacking pressure.
Did you not observe Matt over there getting on her?
Oh, I did.
And that's exactly what he said. Tamia, you're fading away. You're ending up outside the line. Go up through them. And then she went up through him and missed a shot, and Matt got up and said, that's what we want.
Absolutely.
Don't worry about the shot.
Absolutely.
We'll get it back. But go up through them, and that's what she did the rest of the game.
And you had a lot of players very unselfish. Arike didn't have a big offensive night, but did so many other things.
I don't know how many rebounds she ended up, 5 rebounds, but I'm going to tell you what she did. She played great defense on that 4 player.
She absolutely did.
She hit them shots early. I don't think she scored again, did she? Maybe scored on 1 jump shot.
I think that's right. Yep. And Arike had the tough matchups with 24 and 4, both of which are very, very good at being facilitators off the bounce.
Absolutely.
And she guarded at a really high level.
Well, we can be thankful about. No, we didn't get anybody hurt.
Yep.
We won the game, and then we'll rest tomorrow. Come back in there and go hard Sunday and Monday, and then we got a big game with Tennessee.
Well, and you talked about this even before the Northern Kentucky game. You were worried about your team being able to focus on the task at hand because that Tennessee game was laying out there. Now you can finally deal with it.
Well, that's what happened to us. I felt like last year. Belmont, we got to give them credit. They had a good team. But we go to Belmont, and everybody in our whole Blue Raider nation was wanting tickets, couldn't wait to play Tennessee. Played Belmont on a Saturday, I think, or a Sunday, and we played Tennessee on a Tuesday or Wednesday. And we just didn't get into it. We lost the game. And then we went down there and we got into the Tennessee game. And we didn't, the rest of the year we played tough. But, it's hard not to keep looking around. In this state, when you go, you beat them last year, and now you're going up there to play them at their place. There's going to be 12,000, 13,000 people there. Mm-hmm. But I'll tell you what, those 12,000 or 13,000 people won't have as big of hearts as those Blue Raider guys. I'm talking about our fans sitting in that stand. They'll be loud, too, because I know right now we've already got 300 or 400 people that's going up there. So we're going to be there.
Absolutely.
Well, and I was getting ready to bring that up tonight, opening night of high school football playoffs.
That's right.
We had a big-time crowd here.
It really did.
I don't know what they announced the attendance at.
3,700.
Yep.
Yeah, and they were into it. And, I mean, and again, you just see this program just building and building and building to the point where it's something that everybody wants to be a part of it.
Yeah, that one you're looking at right there.
Yeah, absolutely. Among others.
Yeah.
Well, we'll turn you loose, okay? How about that?
Hey,
Coach,
thank you, guys.
congratulations.
Appreciate it.
We'll come back. We'll go through the numbers here in just a moment. You're listening to Lady Raider Basketball from Van Wagner.
It's never lost on Window World that your home is your largest physical investment. Window World's integrity can be noticed from your very first moment of contact. The clean, professional installation of premium windows, siding, doors, and more are designed to last while leaving your home looking amazing. Window World and their lifetime warranty will always be there when it really matters. They're America's most trusted remodeler and a proud partner of Middle Tennessee State University Athletics because the difference is integrity and always in the detail.
Nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity that could have changed your life. Maybe you're just graduating high school, or are working and need to earn a degree to advance your career. Or you aspire to be a leader, and a graduate degree can make that happen. Whether you're just starting out or retooling for the future, Middle Tennessee State University can help you get there. MTSU, the University of Opportunities.
City Auto Mitsubishi is your hometown dealer for new Mitsubishi models like Outlander, Eclipse Cross, and Mirage. See all the new Mitsubishi models and save today. Remember, City Auto is still your volume used car dealer with a huge selection of quality pre-owned inventory. Win with City Auto's great selection of new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs from more than 35 brands. City Auto, Bridge Avenue off Old Fort Parkway. Go Blue Raiders!
Murfreesboro Medical Clinic is proud to be the official medical group of MTSU Athletics. We all win big when we work as a team for better health. Just like MTSU's athletes and coaches, our healthcare professionals work tirelessly to make our community proud. At MMC, we really are true blue. MTSU is our hometown team, and your health is our mission. Visit mmclinic.com or call us at 615-893-4480.
You're listening to MTSU Sports on WGNS.
Middle Tennessee a winner tonight, 57-47 over Grand Canyon. Outstanding game. Really a tournament atmosphere, a tournament feel to, I think, two teams that certainly have tournament in their future. Let's go through the numbers for you here. Final numbers of today's game from Grannis & Associates, certified public accountants specializing in business and personal accounting and tax services. Grannis & Associates, 615-895-1040, online at www.gcpas.com. We'll go through the team stats first. Middle Tennessee tonight, 22 of 49 from the field. That's just under 45%. You mentioned it, Kyle, 1 of 11 from three-point range. And you normally, if you didn't look at anything else and you looked at that, you'd think trouble.
Well, again, if you're Molly Miller and you'd ask her before the game or tell her Middle's going to go 1 of 11 from the three-point line, how do you feel? She's calling Vegas.
Yep.
You know, and justifiably so because it's such a cornerstone of what we do. But, you know, I just absolutely love the fact that we won the game without relying on that, finding the way to win games in different ways against top-quality competition. You just can't put a price tag on.
Well, the interesting thing, only 2 3-point attempts in the second half. Didn't even look for it anymore.
Well, and I keep using that phrase single-minded, and I thought that that's what we did. Starting in the second quarter, when we started making that run and took it to the third, took it to the fourth, we got single-minded. And the bottom line was you talk about the fine line between patience and aggressiveness. And that's where when you get an opportunity, you're going all the way to the rim or you're not going. And if you don't get it, you keep reversing the basketball, keep running your offense.
Until you get
I use
the look.
phrase,
Yep.
trust your offense. Just stick with it, rinse and repeat, and be a grinder. And that's what we did. We grinded at a high level tonight.
Coach Insel mentioned free throws, 12 of 21 tonight, 57%. And they've, you know, you've been in a game, certainly a game that they could have been a much bigger factor tonight in a game like this.
Yeah, they certainly could. And I think one of the things, too, that when you look at that on the other end for a team that's as hard to guard as they are, to keep them off the free throw line was a good thing. They only got 14 attempts. Certainly I feel like we're significantly better than a 57% free throw shooting team. Fortunately, we didn't have to have it, but you know as well as I do, in the big games that you've got coming up to get where you want to go, those things got to be cash.
Grand Canyon tonight, 15 of 55 from the field. That's 27%. I mean, defense was outstanding. And a team that was one of the top three-point shooting teams in the country coming into this game tonight, 7 of 32 for 21.9%. And you mentioned 10 of 14 from the line. Here's the other, you talk about defense. Now, Middle Tennessee turned it over 18 times tonight. Grand Canyon turned it over 24.
Mm-hmm. And, came into the game, as a matter of fact, only had 9 turnovers in their first game. Type of team that also had 21 assists in their first game. So, it's one of those things where, again, reputation, middle three-point shooting team, wide open offensive team. But tonight, really what it goes back to is everything got done on the defensive end.
And the other big stat, points in the paint, Middle Tennessee 38-8 advantage.
Yeah, and I did feel like that could be something that was going to be big. Now, I'm thinking more along the lines of post-up opportunities.
And a lot of it was drive and layup.
Most of it was drive and layup kind of stuff, and that's where, again, we just got single-minded and just played downhill.
We'll take a break, come back, go through the individual stats, and wrap it up for you from this 57-47 victory tonight for the Lady Raiders. You're listening to Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
Roscoe Brown is proud to be a longtime supporter of MTSU athletics and your locally owned HVAC and plumbing company for over 80 years. Roscoe Brown has been the trusted name for heating, cooling, and plumbing for Middle Tennessee homeowners and businesses. Call 888-MY-ROSCOE to schedule your HVAC or plumbing service today. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Roscoe Brown. People you know, a name you trust. Go Blue Raiders.
Roscoe Brown. RoscoeBrown.com.
Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance takes great pride in supporting and treating Middle Tennessee State University athletes, providing expert treatment of injuries to bones, joints, or muscles. TOA's team of orthopedic specialists can get you back in the game. Same-day appointments and walk-ins are welcome. Injured? Visit one of our many ortho urgent cares, or to make an appointment, call 1-855-NEED-TOA or visit www.toa.com. TOA, the official team doctor for Blue Raider Athletics.
Middle Tennessee Electric proudly supports the Blue Raiders, and we're proud to power the scoreboard lights at Murphy Center. When it comes to the electric service in the community, you can always trust MTE to do what's best for our members. We serve by providing affordable, reliable, safe electricity and outstanding member services. Here at MTE, we serve to make life better for our members and their communities. Visit MTE.com to learn more. And about that scoreboard, well, light it up, Blue Raiders.
Plan ahead and plan for success. Put Lee Company on your team for all your facility and home maintenance needs. They are proud to be an official partner of the MTSU Blue Raiders and have serviced homes and businesses for 80 years. For the very best heating, air conditioning, plumbing, and electrical services, call Lee Company at 615-867-1000. Visit them at leecompany.com or call 615-867-1000.
The Blue Raiders are on News Radio WGNS.
Final score again, Middle Tennessee wins it by a score of 57-47. And remind you, the Blue Raiders tonight collected a total of 32 rebounds off the glass during the game. Each Lady Raider rebound brought to you by Window World of Murfreesboro, as America's most trusted remodeler. Window World and their lifetime warranty will always be there when it really matters. Visit windowworldmurfreesboro.com for a free quote today. Window World of Murfreesboro, the official window provider of Blue Raider athletics. Individually for the Lady Raiders tonight, leading scorer Tamia Scott, 17 points. You look at that stat line, Kyle, 17.7 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 turnovers. She played 35 minutes and change tonight.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the things about Tamia, and this is sort of everybody in general, is that you look at her and evaluate her largely from an offensive perspective. You lose track of just how good she is defensively. I mentioned during the broadcast that she's one of the best shot blocking guards in the country because of her length and her athletic ability. But, just an all-around player that can, again, win the game a lot of different ways.
Also in double figures tonight, Boulder-Rava, 16 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 block shots. The third Lady Raider in double figures, Courtney Blakely, with 11 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist tonight. Had 6 turnovers against this defense, but most of those were early and really kind of got settled down in that in the late second quarter and in the second half. Jalen Gregory, you talk about a solid game. When you look at the numbers tonight, 7 points, 6 rebounds, 5 steals. She played all 40 minutes, as did Blakely.
Right. And, that's not uncommon. That's not, the least bit unusual as it relates to the way Coach does things. And, I'm a big believer in this. Gino Ariema has said this, great players never get tired. And I believe in that. Great players never get tired.
Well, she played all 40 tonight, as both of them, Blakely and Gregory, did. Rike held to just 4 points tonight, 5 rebounds, but a solid game, especially defensively, dealing with the post players. Had a couple of block shots as well. 7 points, we said, for Gregory, 1 point for Jada Granum, and 1 point for Emily Monson for the Lady Raiders. For Grand Canyon, leading scorer Laura Erikstroop with 20 points. She was the only player in double figures tonight for the Antelopes. More notable, Trinity San Antonio, who was the preseason player of the year in the conference, held to 2 points, 3 rebounds, turned the ball over 7 times, and only played 14 minutes and 49 seconds.
Yeah, only got all 4 shots in that time frame, too. I mean, you could just see the ability oozing out of her when she turned it on. It was just few and far between. I mean, she just didn't get anything accomplished and basically was rendered no factor.
Yep, that absolutely was not. 9 points for Durazo Frescas, 4 points for Cooper, 2 points for San Antonio, we mentioned, 5 points for Brown. That's another factor. Brown was only 1 of 8 from the field. Boy, you look at that, you look at the numbers. Cooper 1 for 3 from the field. Durazo Frescas 2 for 9. San Antonio 1 for 4. Brown 1 for 8. Obayazor 0 for 5. I mean, Middle Tennessee's defense was just outstanding.
Well, we mentioned at the start of the show that they were a team that came in, and again, we're talking about one game, but it is what it is. They had 5 players averaging in double figures coming into this game and ended up with 1 in double figures tonight. Speaks volumes about the Middle Tennessee defense.
Well, what's coming up now is Tennessee. Tuesday night, that's the one that was on there. Everybody had that one highlighted already. I guarantee you Tennessee's got it highlighted too. Given the fact they lost last year, so you're going to get their best efforts.
Well, and not to mention the fact, I think too that you've had a coaching change there, so this now becomes a real barometer for Tennessee at this stage because now the coaching change. You're playing a team that beat you last year on a neutral floor. Now you get them in Thompson Bowling. I mean, their fans will be there in mass. Our fans will be there and be loud and proud as well. So it's a situation where, from a player's standpoint, you just constantly are talking to them about, look, what's up there it has nothing to do with what's going on down here. You focus on what's going on between the lines. And one of the things that's different is that we know we can beat them.
Right.
They only hope they can beat us.
Well, we'll find out. 5:30 Central Time on Tuesday night is our air time, or as a tip-off time, rather. 5:30 Central Time is tip-off. We'll be on the air at 5 o'clock with the pregame show. Thank you, Kyle. As always, great to see you again. Enjoyed it very much. It was a lot of fun. Very much a tournament atmosphere in Murphy Center tonight. Final score again. Middle Tennessee wins it 57-47 over Grand Canyon. I'm Joe Fisher. We'll see you next time Tuesday from Thompson Bowling Arena in Knoxville, listening to Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
Thanks for joining us for this broadcast of the 50th season of Middle Tennessee State University women's basketball. Today's broadcast was presented by Window World of Murfreesboro, the official window and exterior remodeling company of Blue Raider Athletics. Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance, official team physicians for Blue Raider Athletics. Ascend Federal Credit Union, the exclusive credit union of Blue Raider Athletics. Ascension St. Thomas Rutherford, the official hospital partner for MTSU Athletics. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. And by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office. Fans don't let fans drive drunk. The proceeding has been a Van Wagner presentation of the Blue Raider Network.